Hey, soul lovers. So I thought it was really important that I do or start doing videos again because we're kind of living in these uncertain times. Things are chaotic. We're receiving misinformation from all over the place, or inundated with, fear mongering or information from even friends and family, social media, media itself. And it can really unground us. It can really put us in a place of complete fear where our bodies are responding in the mode of flight or fight or freeze. And this is not good because over time, when we are in this high state of stress, then that can create a lot of cortisol, a lot of our inability to heal ourselves. So it's really important that we take care of the inner temple, the sacred self, going within, listening to our thoughts and emotions, our inner dialogues, so that we can master those, so we can deal with this situation and other situations a whole lot better. So when we're looking at this whole situation around the world, this coronavirus, and I know for myself, I have my own peaks and valleys of positivity, and then feeling uncertain and feeling victimized or feeling like I've been put out on many different levels. Like, I have no time for this. This is really hampering my ability to do things, to move forward with plans, etc. So I have my own things that I feel very put out by, and it is very frustrating. But if we look at the bigger picture, there's a lot more going on here than what we can see. And that is, I have been watching some shows and about the Knights Templar, which is absolutely fascinating. And this author, Freddie Silva, he talks about the lost art of resurrection. And what he said is that that this resurrection, which is, we're all familiar with the resurrection of Christ at Easter, and here we are, Easter Sunday, if that's the tradition that you follow, is about the resurrection of Christ. And really what that resurrection was about was actually a metaphor. And a lot of, I guess you might want to call them ascended masters, the Knights Templars, they did this art of resurrection. It was like an initiation. It was like leveling up, moving from one level of consciousness to the next level of consciousness, to enlightenment. And that's what resurrection is about. So we are having a rebirth in this world where we are staying home. Most of us have to stay home. We're limited to what we can do. So the earth is regenerating in its own way. We are regenerating in our own way, because now we can't just go run out and take Bobby to swimming lessons and Janie to ringette or whatever. Now we have to go within and be with ourselves. Take time to be with ourselves, be with our family, to really go within, to regenerate and rejuvenate ourselves, our bodies, our minds, our souls. Because if you haven't noticed, we've been kind of on this hamster wheel, running all the time, running from one event to the next, running from work, doing overtime, working extra, working on the weekend, not really paying attention to what our mind, body, and soul needs. And this is a time to take care of that inner temple, to take care of that sacred space. So it's really important that we go within and take a look, go within, listen to our inner dialogue, pay attention to our thoughts and emotions. It doesn't mean getting wrapped up in those thoughts and emotions. It actually just means that we're going within, we're listening to ourselves, listening to what we need, not getting wrapped up in those thoughts or emotions, but we are becoming more aware of our inner guidance, of our intuition. Because when we slow down and we begin to listen to ourselves, then we are able to make better decisions for ourselves. We're able to ground ourselves. And then when things come up that are uncertain for us, or we hear things that really kind of could rock our world, then we're able to be more mindful, be able to stand grounded in who we are and make better decisions, make easier decisions for ourselves and for those around us. So this period of time in history is that we are moving from one consciousness or world that was not working any longer, and we all know this. It was not working. So we are moving to a better level of consciousness, to a better world. And some might say that this isn't correct and this is all woo-woo and you're just sticking your head in the sand and rose-colored glasses, all of that stuff. And that is totally fine. But this is what I believe after having taken a step back and a look at the bigger picture, that this is an opportunity to level up, to become more, to become the greatest version of yourself, to take the time. Because in the past, have you ever been able to take the time? I know I speak to people who say they can't even meditate 10 minutes a day because they don't have the time for that. We have to make the time for that, because that is when we are taking care of ourselves on all levels and beginning to understand who we are and becoming stronger in our own decisions, in what feels right for us, rather than have someone tell us what should be right for us. We can listen to our own inner guidance. We have that power to listen to our own inner guidance. And yes, does it take some time? Yes, of course, it takes time to go within, because we have been so up here in our thoughts, in our thinking, and so bombarded by what's happening outside of us that we have forgotten about what is happening on the inside. So this is about taking care of your inner temple, your sacred self, and going within and nurturing and nourishing that part of yourself that has been longing to be nurtured and nourished for a very long time. So today we're just going to do a little practice of breathing. So close your eyes, make sure you are comfortable. And if you need to, shake out your shoulders and your neck so that you can completely relax. And take an inhale through your nose. And then exhale it through your mouth. And then another inhale through your nose. And then sigh it out through your mouth. And as you continue to do this, with every inhale and exhale, feel your body relax. Feel your mind and your emotions relax. Feel your muscles release. Your organs release. Your entire body just to melt. Release any tension. Continue to breathe. Inhale and exhale. Slowly, mindfully. Allowing those thoughts and emotions to just float away. Allow any sensations. Maybe there's some pain. Just allow it to subside with every breath. Allow the outside world to fall away. and find that peace inside of yourself. Continue to breathe. Do this for a few more minutes. And if you need to, do this every morning when you get up and every evening before you go to bed. And what you will find is that your inner world will become stronger. You'll be taking care of this inner temple, this sacred self, the place inside of you that also needs to be nourished and loved. Continue with your breath. Have an amazing week. Namaste.